These are the 5 most commonly asked questions about getting fit for your driver. Trust me, you're gonna wanna watch this video. 5 most commonly asked questions about how to get fit. So, I'm Gabby Golf Girl.
I'm Summer from the PGA Tour Superstore.
And we are going to get into 5 basic, really important things that we need to know.
Okay.
So, first question, how do I know what the right model for me is and the shape of the driver? Because the big thing for me is like when I'm looking down, I don't know which one should be best. And obviously that's visual, but which one's gonna be the most accurate and what type of driver I should be hitting?
That's fair. So if we look at all the different head types you could have played and why you decided on this one. So even driver head types come in a less forgiving and more forgiving model. So really you can look at impact location and what looks good to your eye. But say we put you in a low spin model, you're all over the face. So we put you in something a little more forgiving.
So I guess start with your current gamer and what you like and dislike about it, you know?
That's a great place to start.
Okay, good. So for me, the reason I chose this driver compared to a max or a low spin, I kind of liked the fact that this is a new model, QI35. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, but it's kind of in between what last year's max was and the core model. So I really liked that. It wasn't too big for me, but it wasn't like, you know, a regular, smaller, hybrid looking kind of driver. Okay, so this is where it gets really customizable because we talked about loft and we talked about different driver heads, but this is where it gets even more intense.
Right, you can see how many options we have,
yeah,
right?
I know.
So what I would do is I would urge people to come in and test these. You can customize length, you can customize flex, obviously,
right,
as well as the weight of a shaft. So some of these are super light, some are somewhere right in the middle, some are going to be heavier.
Right.
So really, it's just important to be sure that people come in and actually try these and see what works.
Get the feel, because you know I know that like with ladies, it tends to be a little bit more soft and flexier,
Could be.
Lighter. And then sometimes with men, it's a little bit stiffer. Sometimes it's not, but it's really kind of very personalized to you.
Very player swing dependent.
Right.
So how do you know exactly how high you want to tee this as well?
Oh, so for me, I've always done this as a rule of thumb even when I was a little kid. However, when you set up to the ball, half of the ball should be under the face and half of the ball should be over the face. That's what I always say.
That's perfect.
Rule of thumb.
That's a great way to look at it.
I also think lower tees, right, when you have that right perfect tee, it's going to be probably more accurate to get into the fairway. Just hit a little bit of a fairway finder just so you don't get out of whack. But again, half of the ball under the club and half of the ball over the club is perfect for me.
I love it. Love it.
The third question, how do I know if slicing it or hitting it right or hooking it, which is left, how do I know or how do I fix it? And is there a driver that can fix it for me? So can I fix my right shot or my left shot with the driver? Or does that have to be something that I do?
So it really does depend on how far left or right, but there are some really cool features on most drivers out there, particularly the one that you're playing. So if we look at the bottom of this and this sleeve, this is actually really amazing. So if I have this on lower, I can open that up 4 degrees or close it 4 degrees on high, right?
Awesome.
So amazing that we can actually affect that shot shape. And if you don't have the time to go in and take lessons or work on your game, that's a great way to be able to do it.
It's a quick fix, which is nice. So basically, if you're hitting a slice, which is a left to right shot, so basically I'm starting it at the line of the blue line and I'm hitting it way right, that's a slice. Or if I'm hitting a hook, which is right to left, I'm starting at the blue line and I'm hitting it left. There are ways to come in, get fit, and maybe just tweak a few things on the actual driver. So instead of changing your club path or your swing that you feel like maybe you're wrong, maybe I have a really bad slice swing and it's out to in, you could come in here and just tweak it a little bit. So that's what's so great about the drivers is you can actually fix that from the driver.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hit a slice, which is a left to right shot to show you guys exactly what you're doing. So that is my slice. And that's a left to right shot.
Okay.
So basically you were saying that you could correct that here.
Yes, we can. So we can see how this is set up for you to hit it in that direction, too.
Right.
So let's see what it is on another setting.
Right, so let's try it.
Let's do it.
So my driver setting is set to lower, which means it's set to left to right. automatically. You could change that by moving it to standard or higher to make you go a little bit more left. Let's see if it corrects it.
All right, Gabby, we're gonna go up to
Perfect,
higher.
perfect.
Okay. So we just closed this we changed it by about 4 degrees.
I should be able to hit it right to left
go.
and or straight onto this one. I can already see setting up to the ball. My club face is more closed, which means it's gonna go more left and stay left.
Let's do it.
Yep,
All right, there we go.
and that one went left.
Ooh, and kind of try to start left too, right?
Yeah, but that's such a quick fix. Okay, so my fourth question, and probably a question that you get so much, how do you hit the ball further with the driver?
So a lot of it has to do with tempo. So a really good drill you can do, especially if you're feeling a little bit out of sync. So go ahead and hit with the driver, and then you switch off to a wedge, driver,
Okay.
wedge, driver, wedge.
Right.
That's a really great way to not try to swing out of your shoes.
Okay, and still get accuracy. But is
Correct.
club head speed or ball speed more important for speed and to hit it further?
I would say if you swing it faster, great. You should hit it. You should hit it further.
Right.
At the same time, ball speed's not going to go up unless we hit the center of the face.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and swing this a little bit faster, focus more on my club head speed this
Love it.
time, and still making sure that strike is good so the ball speed gets up.
Love it. So that's all right. 87.
87? You
All
get a little bit higher than that. Okay.
The 132 ball speed.
88?
Woo! Yep. So almost to 90.
My goal is
Now-
to get a little bit faster because that's what everybody wants, right?
And if you're doing speed training at first as well, you can try to swing it as fast as you can and don't care about where it goes at first. I know that sounds crazy, but
Right, but it's true.
that's part of speed training. That felt like you swung that.
I swung that one pretty hard.
88.
88.
Almost there.
So what you're basically saying is ball speed is based off the strike and how important it is to hit the face.
Correct.
Club head speed is how fast you're actually swinging it.
Yes.
Speed in between your feet. But you also want to have driver to lob wedge, and just make it feel comfortable.
Absolutely. Especially if you're looking at hitting fairways, it's good to go back and go driver, lob wedge, driver, lob wedge.
Perfect.
That's a great drill you can use.
Question number 5. What is the most commonly asked tip? What tip do you give out the most for driver?
So a lot of people, I think, become really caught up in their path. Like, am I back here? Am I stuck? So this is a really great drill that Nelly Corda uses, actually. So we're going to go ahead and set up, and then I want you to just roll that other ball back right. Am I giving?
Perfect.
Enough
This is
room
actually
right
my favorite drill ever. I've been doing this since I was
Awesome.
like 5 years old.
This is great. I forgot to do it with irons, so yeah, this is fantastic with driver as well.
It's great. I always try and, if you want to get more technical with this drill, is getting it to a certain point so that you're not shifting all the way over here. But I like to just say I'm rolling it just to the edge of there, and that's the perfect amount. It's got straight path, it's got the straight amount of tempo and sweep. So I'm going to try and get that ball right there.
Perfect. Just straight back. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's something that can
Perfect.
really keep you just on track here. So I'm going to hit one more just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a great drill. Keep you from getting stuck from
Yeah, it's got
the
perfect
inside.
straight path. You already got straight path. You got good sweep, and you're not falling off the ball over here.
Right.
So it's you're not set up in a different place.
Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Right back to where you want to go, and you'll be able to tell because
Yeah.
the ball will either go in one direction or the other and not straight back.
Right, because
Right.
if you did not pull it straight, you may be over here, maybe over there. You want to
That's
make sure
right.
it's straight.
That's right.
Perfect. So those are the 5 most commonly asked questions getting fit for your driver, which I'm
So-
sure you get a lot at PGA Tour Superstore.
100%. So you guys can see how important it is to come in, get fit, test out the Kalea line, test out the QI35 line, and just see what's right for you.
Yeah, it's all about getting fit and feeling comfortable in the club. So come out to PGA Tour Superstore and just try it. Just try the different clubs, try the new models, see what you think.